Hi, Jamel Herring. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Punch-In Show.
Hey, good morning, ladies. How y'all doing?
We're good. How are you today?
I'm good. I mean, being me and my good spirit.
Yeah, well, good. We wanted to catch up with you and get some updates from you. We watched you on July 4th, or the 3rd, should I say, on ESPN, and you fought Dennis Shafikov, if that's how you say his name, and you showed so much heart and so much grit against him. You came up a little bit short in the 10th round. It was stopped. But, ESPN did such a wonderful piece on you. You had the entire country rooting for you. How are your spirits today, and how has the reception been?
Oh, I'm feeling good. Like I look at it, it's a fight game. Things happen, even though that we want things to go a different way. But it's a fight game. But what's crazy is I actually won more fans over from that performance than my previous 15 fights before that. So. It was in the end, I could say it turned out more positive than negative for me. So, I'm happy where everything's going.
I have to agree. You fought true Marine style, and, most fighters won't take up a step-up fight that early, and that is what you wanted. You wanted a significant fight, and I agree with you. I don't think it hurt you. You may have taken the L, but I feel like you won over the night.
Exactly, And just like you pointed out, like what I'm trying to do with my career is, win, lose, or draw. I'm trying to go out. People remember me for the fights that I put on. I don't want to go out as the guy who got 40 wins, but they're looking like, who did you fight? And I look up to guys like, people may judge him for what he does outside the ring, but I look up to guys like, Oscar De La Hoya, who fought, everybody. Oscar didn't win all his big fights, but in the end, he was respected for fighting everybody, who challenged him. And, that's what I've been doing with my team. Like, every time my team calls me on the Haymon side, I've never, turned down an opponent or a fight they brought to the table. I'm just like, just give me some time to talk over my team, and we'll go from there. But it usually takes me about, 2 or 3 days before I accept the fight. And that's just the type of person that I am.
Your corner stopped it in the 10th round. Did you agree with your corner?
Oh, no. I didn't. I didn't agree with my corner. I mean, that was just me. I was like, hey, and I spoke to them afterwards, and, we had an understanding and everything. But, me, I was just like, it's a 10th round, and let me just go out. Let me just go out the way I want to go out. But I understand that they were only looking out for my health and concern. But, of course, like you said, that Marine mentality, I was just like, just let me go out the way, how I came in.
Jamel, this is Jay. As you look at your performance, do you think is there anything you could have done differently?
Oh yeah, man. There's a lot of things I could have done differently. My main thing was to basically, you see in the beginning, was try to box, but you can clearly tell that, from his style that he wasn't backing down and he wasn't going to stop coming. So basically, to save my legs for the remainder of the fight, I just had to just bite down and just go toe to toe. I mean, I could have been a little bit more defensive, going toe to toe, obviously, but there's a lot of things that I see now that I could have done. But I'm actually grateful for that type of fight because, mentally now I know what to look out for when it's time to go back to that level of fighting, opponents. So I actually look at that fight as a positive more than anything because I'd rather learn now early in my career and then, later on that it could be worse.
Yeah, you can kind of say that you had to – I'm sorry, I was going to say you could say that you had to swim in the deep waters already.
Exactly.
Did you figure those things out about yourself just based on your performance or from rewatching the fight?
Just based on my performance. Like when I was in maybe going into the 6th round, I started to pick up on things, and I was like, okay, I need to start doing this and start focusing on this because he's doing this and that. But it's crazy because a lot of people don't know. After the 6th round, I got hit. I couldn't hear out my right ear. I couldn't see out my right eye. I had a hole in my lip. So I was like, at that point in time, I was just like, hey, you're here for a reason. You gotta just go for broke. And I just had to basically fight through a lot. But just watching it and experiencing it. Of course, you pick up on things. But like I said, overall, I'm grateful for the fighting an opponent of that caliber, and like I said, I learned from it, and I promise that it's gonna be a lot different the next time I step back in the ring.
Yeah, I remember you were relentlessly seeking the Javier Fortuna fight, and you were going to have to drop down to 130. So, again, you were looking for a significant fight. You were willing to risk it. Do you think you were overtrained for this fight in July?
It's crazy because I've been hearing that from, like, a lot of people, even in my camp, because, I was already training, way back in April, when I was called for the Fortuna opportunity. An opportunity, like I said, that I wasn't even really looking for. It came to me, and I was just like, okay, give me some time. Let me talk it over with my team. I was like, you know what? I'll take it, whatever. But we all see that fell apart. But you know me, I stayed in the gym all the time, so I was still training. And we actually went for the afterwards. We went for the Shafikov fight, but they had turned it down originally because we were supposed to fight someone else in June. But once again, I stayed in the gym. But like I said, I think eventually it all caught up to me by the time of the fight. Like, I was in shape because you can see, I went 10 strong rounds, but there's a lot of things that I felt that my body couldn't do because I was just like a little worn out from my from muscle aches and everything like that.
All right. So, have you talked to Al Haymon after this defeat? Is there a game plan for you moving forward?
Let me just go into the story with Al, which is funny because I don't think I've ever shared this story because I know we had that everybody had basically like that myth about Al, and this is a true story. I never forget. It was the Mayweather Maidana first fight weekend. I had fought in Vegas around that time also, and I never forget. I was in the airport Sunday morning trying to get back to the East Coast, whatever. And I was with Rashid Warren, and I was basically trying to get to my terminal. And I never forget Rashid Warren was telling me like, "Hey, you just walk right past Al." Now, now I spoke to Al. That's how funny the myth is because I spoke to Al plenty of times over the phone. And I actually did, see him face to face. But like everybody so used to not seeing him, including his own fighters, that like I said, I walked right past him, man. And I didn't know it was him until I stopped at my terminal. But yeah, that is funny with Al. But I did speak with Al the same night, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is how I approached the conversation. I thought for me it was over. I thought it was gonna be like basically, and I told him straight up when I got on the phone, because the defeat was still fresh, and I haven't had time to look back on everything. I just knew I was in a war at the time. But when I got back to the dressing room, they was like, Al wants to speak to you whenever you get ready. And at the time, I'm still in my tape and gauze and everything. But I was like, I'm not gonna let him wait. Let me just speak to him now, so I can get everything off my chest. So when I spoke to him, I told him straight up, I was a little bit disappointed. I told him I was disappointed with how everything went, but I thought like I was gonna be put on the shelf, and that was it. But he looked like this is the side of Al Haymon that people don't know, like really people don't really speak about really. Al's really he's human just like anyone else. And when he said that, he was kind of upset and shocked with me because he was he told me that he was still proud and not to worry about it, and that we're already going to start basically planning the comeback. So me and Al had a great conversation. Matter of fact, I was supposed to hear from him soon again, but right now he's handling a lot of things. But we're going to sit down and talk again. But he was proud of how basically more importantly how I carried myself as a person after the fight. So that's why he was like, we're just going to take some time, but we're going to work on some things and we'll come right back.
The way that you accepted defeat, as a true soldier, the fans were able to relate to you because as human beings, we all go through trials and tribulations and we all fail and we lose and we get back up. And so you made yourself relatable. Like, you took a challenge, you rose up, you dared to be great. You came up a little short, but we can relate to that. So, I don't feel the fight hurt you. Al Haymon doesn't think the fight hurt you. I think it did wonders for you, actually.
Yeah, I mean, and like you just mentioned, for me, I always wanted to be, as you see, like even with social media, I always wanted to be like a a guy that's basically like, you know, I may do things that people may see on TV, whatever, but I'm just an ordinary guy just like anyone else out there. And that's just, you know, this is how I carry myself. I never, you know, wanted to go that whole, you know, diva route or feel like I was better than anybody. I just feel like, you know, I get up, I put my parents on the same way as any other man, you know what I'm saying? But I just, you know what I'm saying, my job is just require maybe a bigger audience. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm human like everybody else, and I can relate to everybody else just as well.
Listen, before we let you go, talking about social media, you've had some Twitter fingers this morning. I don't know what the hell is going on your Twitter. Who are you beefing with? What is going on here?
It's crazy because, you know, I don't do the whole beef thing over Twitter, but, like, you know, as we all know, other than, you know, besides boxing, we've been going through a lot of crazy attention, and, you know what I'm saying, in the country, whatever, you know, especially with terms of racism. But I was just pointing out, you know, somebody who also was African American, just like myself, you know, he was basically going on like saying, you know, other races with, you know, with devils and this and that. And I just had to basically speak my opinion, like, you know, you can't fight ignorance with ignorance, point blank.
You understand me?
Yeah.
And the crazy about it, you know,
my name. You understand me?
And the funny thing about it, you know, I had a conversation with Al a while, like, after February, after my last fight, about, you know, because he even pointed out things to me, like, you know, and it's exactly what he said. He was telling me over the phone, like, you know, with everything going on in the world, especially with, you know what I'm saying, with all this, you know, craziness, especially dealing with race, he said, Mel, you know, continue being the person that you are, because even though it's just a sport, you know, we need people like you, you know what I'm saying, who carry themselves well, and that everybody can relate to no matter what the race was. And that's, you know, that's what I try to go for, like, you know, no matter, you know, I can relate, of course, to black issues, you know, going on in America, but at the same time, you know, I've worked with many races dealing with the military, so, you know, I see people for who they are and not what they, you know, not what their skin color is about. But that's pretty much about it. What I was going off on this, you know, saying, yeah, that's pretty much what I was going off about this morning. Like, you know, I just had to feel like I had to, you know, usually I let things slide, but I feel like I had to say something then.
Yeah, well, that's really good advice, and, you know, I was kind of raised the same way. I'm colorblind. I was raised with, you know, Puerto Ricans and blacks and whites and Italians and Asians, and so people that see color, I just don't get it, but we weren't all raised the same. So, but anyway, listen, Jamel, thank you so much for the quick drive-by on Hotline Bling. We're so glad that you're in good spirits. Thank you for the updates. You got 2 girlfriends over here with RB and J. You're welcome on the show anytime, and make sure you... Yeah, I was gonna say, make sure you come back and keep us posted on everything.
Oh yeah. Like I said, right now I'll probably be back maybe honestly October, November. I'm trying to come back a quick turnaround, so y'all the first to know that. Just letting y'all know.
All right, we got that word on the curb. All right, Jamel, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, talk to you later. Y'all take it easy.
All right, bye-bye.